Okay, we're back for chapter 13. And just reading the title, I'm already nervous. So, I will read the author's note, and then Drace will read... No,
I read the author's note, and then...
I'm confused, I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, we're reading this blasphemous thing. It's,
And also, I still slightly have college brains, so...
Oh, you won't lose that until the end of your vacation. You'll get it right back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, author's note time. Hello, friends. Many of you have notified me about the typo in the last chapter.
Just think what would have happened if Harry had not known to love the sin and not the sinner.
What? Love the sin and not the sinner? What? Why didn't you fix it?
Oh, I didn't finish the sentence. Oops.
This isn't Twitter. You can edit these things. Just edit. Why didn't you just edit it?
I was feeling so confident in my newfound writing skills last class.
Newfound writing skills.
I'm still saying this is a troll fix, so she's just us. Oops, I was feeling so confident in my newfound writing skills last class, and I didn't think I needed to ask the teacher to full proofread. Once again, oops. I guess this just goes to show that Proverbs 16:18 applies to us all. Little smiley face.
Okay, what's Proverbs 16:18? Does it say on the bottom?
It should. Yep.
Pride goes...
It's pride goeth before destruction, but it's like pride goeth. It's like all one word. Pride goeth before. She totally made another typo there.
Yeah.
Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Which I mean,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
for once he used something like
she actually
out of context.
Actually applicable.
I clap, but I'm not clapping for this. And that, friends, is why this chapter is so late going up. I waited to post until Greg had the chance to look it over in detail. Is that her husband? Or?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like
insert her husband into this? Is this why, like, is this why she's so very descriptive with Snape? And how hot he is? Yeah. The carpet of chest hair, the muscular thighs.
Crystal hasn't heard this part, so we will take a quick break.
Above the top button of his shirt, a hint of the thick carpet underneath was visible.
I don't know, the two people studying stopped and stared with the most what the frick expressions I've ever seen.
So yeah.
I would probably do that to you too if I had heard that while I was sitting in the hall. He says that I am definitely improving, but he also did have some suggestions. Hope you'll enjoy. God help us.
Oh no!
Like, I'm afraid. I am very afraid.
Can Snape have a moment where he rips his shirt off, please?
That would be very unmodest and unchristian.
Oh please, talking about how much she's done, she's been very unmodest and unchristian.
Anyway, on to chapter 13, and the reason why I'm nervous. A visitor at Hogwarts. We all know who it's going to be. The cheering crowd converged on the two righteous boys. They were led by Dean Dumbledore, Hermione, and Ronald. Hermione reached Harry first. Joyful tears were streaming down her face, and her lacy pink skirt was swirling around her legs. When she reached Harry, she wrapped her delicate arms around him in a chaste hug. "I was so scared," she whispered tearfully. Harry pulled away and patted her reassuringly. Why does he pat her all the time?
Like,
It's constantly just like, there, my little one, even though we're the same age, and I guess we're dating now. There, my child.
They're not dating, they're courting.
Actually,
Right, my bad. I'm so sorry.
They're officially...
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's like there was a comment that was like, a man respecting his woman.
Okay, so...
Right after talking about Ron, not Ron.
If you watch anime, that actually kind of makes sense, because they do that thing where they do this thing where, like, as a sign of affection, they just, like, it's weird, but, like, they just put their hand on someone else's head who's, like, shorter than them, as a sign of, like, I love you, but, like, it's, like, I cherish you. It's kind of like but that's probably not what she's thinking about, but I'm like, no, if you did it in that context, it would make sense. And it's kind of weird they do it, even, it's weird when they do it in anime even, but a lot of stuff about anime is weird. But this is weirder.
He told her, "There's nothing to be afraid of, not when we are on the side of righteousness." And also, to go along perfectly with the theme of Gryffindor, Hermione grinned admiringly. She exclaimed, "You're so brave!"
It's amazing how many words you can use without actually changing any of the words you possibly use.
Harry smiled humbly and blushed and rubbed the back of his neck like a shy schoolboy.
Because he's not a schoolboy. He's Voldemort the whole time. Dun dun dun.
The reveal, he's actually an atheist who infiltrated them. That's why he knows parts of the Bible. Because he's already read it without them knowing.
The Dawkins affected him too much in life.
Yeah. He didn't know why, but he felt so different around her than other people. Perhaps it was because she was so godly. Perhaps it was the fact that Harry has a stupid little crush, like most normal people do.
This age, he'd probably go scream. Actually, who said that in like the comments or something? I remember it's like someone's going like, "Go, never mind." Like this.
I haven't
would end
read the comments, honestly.
This would go very poorly.
Yeah. But Harry felt that it might be more than admiration that he felt. What was the word? He could not quite put his finger on it.
It's the L word. He's feeling the L word.
Dean Thomas stepped forward and gave him a very polite handshake. "Amazing job out there," he commented intelligently. Harry smiled humbly. Again. "It was the work of a power greater than my own." Dean Dumbledore, I feel bad.
No, that's Dean Thomas.
No, but we read it as Dean Dumbledore because of my...
Yeah.
You didn't watch the video, so basically after I was like confirming my theory that this was all homeschool, I said that their last names would...
Change to Dumbledore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so his last name's Bumblebee?
Bumblebee?
That's what Dumbledore means in Old English, Bumblebee.
Oh!
The things you learned.
Actually.
Albus Bumblebee. Dean Dumbledore shook his head in admiration at how humble Harry was being. Truly, a light was shining in this little one. He will come a little when you're the same age. Ronald was next in line, tears streaming down his face and his nose was running to his chin.
Oh! That's how Voldemort lost his nose.
I knew it! I knew it!
So Ron is actually Voldemort?
Ron the Death Eater.
Dun dun dun.
This is the real story of Harry and Ron in the past, Ron becoming Voldemort. And then there's a Harry Potter in the future.
Fair.
Time travel with God.
He wiped his face with his big freckled hand. He stuck out the other for Harry to shake. Harry generously returned the action. That was amazing. Ronald sobbed honestly. How
Amazing, you mind control someone to join your religion.
Oh, well, it gets better. How can I be as holy as you?
Well, apparently mind control more than just Draco there.
Harry, Dean Dumbledore, and Hermione exchanged a knowing look, because their looks are all knowing whenever they look at each other.
It's because they can read each other's minds.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone knows that people who are of a specific denomination of Christianity, when they're in Hogwarts,
You mean
can
the
read each
same
other's
hat?
mind.
Well, of
Exactly.
course.
People with the same hat.
Yeah, people say hat. If we were both
It's
wearing
because
baseball
their
hats.
hats talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The thoughts transfer through the hats.
Yeah. So if I were wearing a baseball hat and you were wearing a baseball hat, we could both communicate.
As long as they have the same design on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then you'd have the same mindset and you'd agree with one another.
Guys, I read ahead to the next one. We all need to read this in unison.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
They suggested
it has something to do with the hat on your head.
it's almost creepier than the hello, Harry.
No. Just remember from your video that you made. Join us.
Yes, Catholics are actually a creepy cult according to this. Come join us. We have ritual sacrifices every Thursday.
Ronald got a thoughtful look on his face. His many siblings that were too many for two parents to kid for did not like the look of that. That's probably just me reading it poorly. All together, they walked over and grabbed Ronald and pulled him away. Harry, Dean Dumbledore, and Hermione were sad, but they hoped in their hearts that their words of truth would plant a seed and grow. But before they could think too much about that, a car pulled into the parking lot. It did not look like the car of a busy mommy or daddy. It did not look like the car a busy mommy or daddy would have, because Hogwarts...
So it's definitely not an SUV or a van.
I was gonna say it's not a minivan, and it's not the creepy white vans that abduct the children that they take to Hogwarts.
How else do you think the Weasleys got all their children?
Remember, if you're an orange-haired child and you see a white van, you're going to get to go to Hogwarts.
Spot on. No, this was a small, so-called eco-friendly car. Because being eco-friendly is what all those social justice words care about, so dang it, we can't be eco-friendly.
We can't care about the planet.
You know what? I'm gonna stop taking our cans to the recycling unit. I'm going to throw them in the garbage.
Right, recycling is too un-American.
We're not American.
First, the garbage. Then, Russia.
Harry, Dean Dumbledore, and Hermione looked at it suspiciously, but they did not know who would come out of it. But they got the feeling that it would not be someone good. The car stopped. The door opened. A man stepped out. He was tall and pale-skinned. He was a younger man, with only a thin layer of hair hidden underneath his shirt. You can tell he's not a holy man because he doesn't have a lot of chest hair.
Well, of course, everyone who is holy has long chest hair. Haven't you ever seen it?
Anyway, he was wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants and sneakers.
Who actually wears sweatpants? Okay, I'm sorry, if you're a guy, who actually wears sweatpants if you're going somewhere? If you're a politician...
I was gonna say, this guy's a politician.
actually wears... No, what?
like how you see like all those like the big internet billionaires, how they all like wear like the really cheap clothes and look kind of like they're in their pajamas almost. Like, how to describe this?
You dress poorly so that people think you're not as rich as you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. But then the Reverend's wife stepped onto the scene. She screamed. Ah! She fainted.
I'm sorry, just imagine a lady just walking in. Look, I'm gonna face this man.
Well, I mean, that's Mary Jane. It's Mary Jane in the original Spider-Man.
My womanly constitution can't handle seeing a man.
I almost feel like it should instead be like drinking a cup of tea and just like turning on her face like, oh, what a lovely...
At the sound of her cry for help, the Reverend Dumbledore came running to the scene.
I'm sorry. So, Lily goes in, falls down, he's like, wait, that's my wife's scream, I know that scream anywhere.
Does this happen often then?
Every time a visitor comes to the school. Oh, we got a guest. She screams at strangers. Like.
Well, I mean, these poor innocent minds might be corrupted by whoever's at the door. And because she's a woman, she can't confront him, and so she screams and faints so that the Reverend knows to make sure this man is a good man.
You never know. It could be an atheist holding the
the Dawkins.
The Dawkins.
This is probably my favorite reading so far, honestly. So many so-called pro-women's rights people think that Ephesians 5:22-25 is just about women being submissive. But what they don't talk about is that it also tells a husband to sacrifice for their wives. So, women, submit yourselves to your own husbands as unto the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as... I mean, I understand
Like, basically, to sum up the whole part, husbands are to respect their wives, wives are to honor their husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I feel like I need to reread this because this whole thing is dumb. Wow, does that sound oppressive? Does that sound oppressive to you?
I'm just gonna
Dude.
Just gonna crawl over here just because you're scared right now. You'll continue your you'll just keep doing a good job.
I'm sorry, I was trying to mock this woman's mindset. Please come back. I'm sorry.
I'll come back next episode.
Come on, it's almost over.
So I have to suffer to the end of this too.
Yes.
You can have my thumb.
And the rest of your forearm and fingers.
Yeah, you get this.
Do you want me to get you a sock?
When he saw the man who had gotten out of the car, he stopped and gasped, and then he shouted, "Stand back, students! This is Voldemort himself!" Author's note. Blessings. That ending, though. It's Voldemort himself, and aside from political powers, he can't just be an atheist because he's so worried about the power that this man possesses. Mm-hmm. Like, what other power would he have?
I mean, after all, it's like, look at the kind of stuff they can do with God's prayers. It's like, I don't think an atheist stands much chance. It's just like,
I mean,
God...
after the prayer battle we just witnessed last chapter.
It's like, why doesn't he just say, God, please make Voldemort a Christian? And while we're at it, make the entire world a Christian. Like, why don't they just, apparently they can do that to Malfoy, but,
Why didn't they just do that in the first place?
Yeah.
Then none of this would be happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is the fact that we don't want brainwashed people, which is why that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. But suddenly one person, it's okay.
Like, God gave people free will. You can't force someone to become a Christian.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But they proved you can in this.
This is hypocrisy.
No, Haley. It's like after... It's like at youth conferences when the the speakers, it's like those last motivational words when they start playing the songs, and they're like, all right, if you need prayer, come to the front. And, then you start sobbing, and then you instantly feel compelled, and you start speaking in tongues, or you start hearing voices of the Holy Spirit. That's what happened to Draco. He didn't...
It was a youth conference moment.
Exactly. Anyway, we have one more chapter to go. It's almost over. Praise the Lord.
Woo! Hallelujah!
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace out.